Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. I'm back. That's right. I'm back to review your favorite chick flicks. That's right. The movies that you love. Not the ones that I love, the ones that you love. That's what I do here. Okay. I'm going to review your favorite chick flicks, and I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. Okay. No bullshit here. I'm going to give you a straight up dose of truth from a straight man's point of view for a change. That's the point of view you never got when you watch this movie with your girlfriends or your gay friends. Okay? I'm going to tell you the honest to God fucking truth. I got nothing to gain by lying to you. Okay? I'm going to give you a straight up dose of truth, babe, with no lube. There's no lube here. All right? The real question you need to ask yourself is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? Because I don't think you can. In fact, I know you can't. I know you can't handle the truth. All right? But you're going to get it anyway, all right? Because that's what I do here, okay? My name's Diego, and I'm going to review all your favorite chick flicks, and I'm going to give you the honest-to-God truth, what a real man thinks about these fucking movies. Whether they're realistic, whether they're good. Some of them are good, okay? I admit it. Some of them are good, okay? And some of them just suck ass, like this one here, okay? Now, today I'm going to review something a little bit different, okay? I'm actually going to review a kid's movie, yes. A little girl's movie. Yeah, you know why? Why am I doing that? Okay, you're probably gonna ask me why, because I've already reviewed like The Notebook and Dirty Dancing, and what else did I put? Romeo and Juliet, and some other fucking bullshit movies. What was the last one I did? I did Officer and Gentleman. I just finished that one. Pretty Woman, Thelma and Louise. Okay, I've reviewed a lot of your fucking chick flicks. Okay, and I'm going from the best, and I'm tearing them all down. I'm tearing them all down. Now, this one's a little bit different, okay, because this is the first time I'm going to review a kid's movie, okay? It's a kid's movie, and it's a recent movie. I mean, this movie's out in theaters right now, okay? I almost never do that. Last time I did, I reviewed a movie where it was actually playing in the theaters while I was reviewing it. It was Black Adam, and nobody saw those movies. Hey, nobody saw Black Adam, okay? And it's not a chick flick. I just wanted to do it, okay, because I'm a comic book nerd. And I'm going to review Across the Spider-Verse. I'm going to fucking give you a review of that, too, okay? But not just yet, not just yet. I'll give it a week or so, and then I'll do that one. Right now, what I'm going to give you is Little Mermaid. Now, the reason I'm doing it right now, okay, is because the new movie just came out last week, Memorial Day weekend, okay? It's sucking ass at the box office, okay? Apparently in America, they don't like it. Now, and the rest of the world, no, in America they do like it, and the rest of the world they fucking hate it. It's making no money overseas at all. China's not watching it. Nobody's watching this movie except in America. Okay, well, unfortunately, a movie with this much of a budget needs to have the whole world watching it, like Aladdin. Like 4 years ago when Aladdin dropped, it made a shitload of money overseas, and it made a shitload of money here. So that was a success. It made over $1 billion. Okay, this movie not so much. Okay, it's doing decent here in America. The numbers are decent. Okay, I mean they had a 4-day weekend for Christ's sake with no competition really until now. Now they got the Spider-Man movie who's going to fucking take all the money away from them. But last week there was pretty much no competition. It was The Little Mermaid. That was the big movie event for last week. Okay, and it made decent numbers here in America, but overseas it didn't do jack shit. Okay, so this movie's in the red. Once again, Disney's gonna give us another flop, another fucking flop. Now, I'll give you one guess as to why you think they didn't want to see the movie overseas. Okay, I'll give you one guess. Okay, and it's not what you think. All right, because okay, let's face it. Come on, man. I'm limited to what I can say on YouTube. All right, I am limited. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a reason. Okay, that every single critic out there gave this movie a thumbs up and said the movie was incredible, and the ones that fucking did not like the movie said the movie was terrible, but the lead actress Halle Bailey was incredible. Okay, everything else sucked ass. But Halle Bailey was the best thing in the movie. Yeah, you get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. We know goddamn well why. It didn't make any money overseas, all right? They actually manipulated the IMDb review score. They went in there and said, like, hey, you know what? We saw some unusual activity with the reviews, so we're going to update the system here, you know? And so they gave it a 95%, okay? The truth is that fucking the critics, everybody was rating this movie terrible. The ones that went to go see it. They rated it as a terrible movie, okay? But we can't do that, okay? It's protected because it's Disney, so they got to protect it, okay? They also got to protect the narrative, okay? Because let's face it, guys, this ain't going to stop, okay? 2023 is just the year they reveal themselves, okay? We already knew what they were doing. We were already calling them out on it, okay? But they've been denying it for the past 10 years. They say, we're the problem, not them. It's not, no, we haven't been doing that. No, you just can't handle it. The problem is with you. No. And now they're just like, yes, we're doing it. And now like, yeah, we know, and we're waiting for it. We've been expecting it, okay? And we are responding appropriately, okay? Do you really fucking think I spent my own fucking money to go see this movie? Do you really think I would do that? No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay. I've never seen this movie. All right, ladies. For those you ladies that are watching this right now, I've never seen this movie. I never even saw the original one. Okay. I never did. You know why? Because I'm fucking straight. That's why. Okay, that's why I never saw it, all right? But I'm going to watch it for you. I'm going to watch it for you, okay? Now, I grew up with this movie. I've heard a lot about this movie, okay? Obviously, when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, all right, Disney movies were for girls, and there was other types of movies for boys. All right, but not Disney, okay? Disney was all girls, okay? Even when they had the Disney Channel and shit when I was a kid, all that shit was for little girls. That was just there to make fucking pop stars, okay? To crank out the goddamn Hannah Montanas, you know, and all those other fucking teenage pop stars that eventually got their own fucking music deals and shit and tried to become actors and shit, you know. That's all Disney Channel was. It was just for that shit. I did not watch that shit, okay? I'm sorry, I did not watch any of that shit, all right? Growing up, all right? But I did know about this movie. Every girl I dated probably told me about this movie, how great it is. Oh, you know my favorite movie was as a little girl is The Little Mermaid. Oh, really? You're like the fucking 19th girl that's fucking told me that. Like in the past year, okay? This is all your fucking favorite movie, is The fucking Little Mermaid, okay? God, I mean, goddamn, it's just another fucking princess. I'm sorry, I love superhero movies, okay? You can make the argument, why is it always gotta be a superhero movie? Oh, fuck it, that's always a fucking superhero movie, all the fucking time. You know, well, yes, it's true. There are superheroes, okay, but they're all different people. Okay, yeah, Spider-Man's a superhero. Okay, Thor's a superhero, but they're completely different people. They don't have the same personalities. They don't look alike. They don't have the same job. They have different tastes in women, different levels of intelligence, different powers, different everything. They just both happen to be superheroes. Okay, say that you get like a Superman and the Flash, completely different superheroes. Okay, so there is a variety. Okay, you know, there's a variety. Princesses are all fucking princesses. No matter what color they are or their hair color. The only thing that changes is their fucking skin color and their hair color and their name. That's it. Everything else is the fucking same. Okay? They're all fucking princesses. They're all royalty. They're all above everybody else. You see what I mean? You know, it's just like, get the fuck out of here. Come on. Give us something different, you know? Give us something different for a change. Disney, can't you crank out anything else other than fucking princesses? I mean, god damn it. Look at every fucking cartoon that Disney's made for girls. It's all fucking princesses. I gotta fucking pull something. Not all girls are fucking princesses. Jesus Christ. And that's one of the reasons that I avoided these movies, okay? It's because it's all the same shit. It's all the same fucking princess who, you know, some man, usually her dad, is trying to tell her what to do, and she wants to do her own thing. You know, it's the same fucking shit, man. The guy, the Prince Charming, they're all fucking Prince Charming. They're all princesses too. Princes, they're all the same fucking guy, dude. Look at the different hair, different skin, different name. They're the same fucking guy, all of them. Everything from Snow White to fucking Cinderella to goddamn fucking Little Mermaid. They're all the same fucking asshole. Okay? Okay? All the guys have a fucking pet animal that's their best fucking buddy in the whole fucking world. You know, I mean, that's every fucking Disney movie. God damn it! Who was the asshole in fucking in Sleeping Beauty? Remember how his horse was his best friend? Who was the asshole in fucking Frozen? Remember that? Yeah, his fucking reindeer was his best friend. Okay, and who's the fucking asshole in this movie? Yeah, his fucking dog is his best friend. Get the fuck out of here! That's every fucking movie. No difference. That's why I don't like these fucking movies, okay? I got nothing against them. I mean, girls like these movies, absolutely. You're the target audience. You love it. Hey, all respect for you, okay? If you like this shit, absolutely. Hey, I like fucking superhero movies, okay? So, you know, you want to make fun of me, it's fine. I'll make fun of you too, okay? But you know what? To each his own. You have the right to like these movies, okay? But there's a reason that boys don't watch these movies, okay? Okay, and we're going to get into that here in my review. This is what I do here. I'll give you a straight man's point of view. Okay? Okay, so this is just another fucking princess movie to me. And that's why I didn't watch it before. Okay? I still haven't watched it, but I know enough about it to know what it's about. Okay? And I know enough about it to know what this new fucking movie is about. Okay? I already know it's a piece of shit. I haven't watched it yet, but I know it's a piece of shit. I already know it's a piece of shit. Okay? Who the fuck wants to see this? Who is this movie made for? Okay? Nobody. Okay? It's made for ESG. Okay? Equity Social Governments. Okay? That's what it was made for. Okay, it was made so that fucking Disney can keep their line of credit with fucking BlackRock. Okay, so BlackRock can keep fucking giving them loans when they miss their numbers every fucking month. Okay, so they don't go into bankruptcy. That's the only reason this shit fucking exists, in order to get a better ESG score, so that they'll get money from BlackRock and Vanguard and Merrill Lynch and Goldman Sachs and all those other fucking investment firms. Okay, that are all pushing this fucking shit. Okay, that's why every fucking company's going woke now. That's why, okay? They're doing this because they fucking have to, or else they're not gonna get their fucking line of credit. That has nothing to do with giving a shit about people, about about minorities or giving a shit about fucking underrepresented people. It has nothing to fucking do with that. It's all about fucking money. It's all about getting their fucking money, getting their fucking line of credit approved. Okay, so they continue to have loans coming in when they fucking miss the numbers that they need every month. Okay, that every quarter. Okay, that's why they're fucking doing this shit, and that's what this fucking shit is. The problem is, okay, is that it doesn't matter if you have a line of credit if nobody's fucking buying your product. Okay, nobody's buying their product. Nobody's buying this shit. Nobody wants to spend money on this shit. Okay, and that's why this movie's not doing well. Okay, now the media lies, that they fucking lie as a motherfucker. Oh, it's the 9th highest grossing Disney movie of all time. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, the pandemic's over. You can't use that excuse anymore. All right, this movie fucking sucks. Okay, it sucks. I haven't even watched it yet, and I'm telling you, it fucking sucks. All right. Now let's see. Now, I could be wrong. I leave myself open to that possibility. All right. Once I'm done watching the movie and giving it a thorough analysis, then I might be wrong. I'm gonna have to eat my own words right now. I might have to. It might be really good. I mean, obviously, a lot of you girls liked it. So there must be something to it that's endearing, that's timeless, that's lasted this long. Okay, so maybe I might be wrong. Okay, but just what I've seen from the marketing and what I know by my own personal experience with the old movie, the one from 1989. I can pretty much figure out what it's about. I already know what it's about without having watched it yet. Okay, all right. But because you women out there love this movie so much, I am going to give you an honest to God review, a thorough review. I'm going to go through every fucking scene of this movie. Okay, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you what I think about it and what's realistic, what's not realistic. Yeah, obviously it's a cartoon. I know it's not fucking supposed to be realistic, okay? But a lot of the stuff doesn't make sense from what I can see, from what my research that I've done before I did this video, okay? A lot of this shit just fucking is as stupid and as shit and just doesn't make any fucking sense, all right? But we will get into that, okay? So I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view, okay? So no, this video right here, I'm going to give you an introduction. I'm going to tell you what we're all about here, okay? So the Little Mermaid I'm going to review is the 2023 version, the one that just came out last week, okay? But I'm also going to be talking about the 1989 version. Look, I'm going to watch both of them. Oh yeah, I'm watching both of them. I'm giving you an in-depth review here, okay? I'm going to put myself through this fucking shit for you, okay? For you, okay? And the reason I'm doing this, ladies, come on. Who's going to fucking tell you the truth? Is your boyfriend going to tell you the truth? Does he even give a shit about this movie unless you dragged him to go see it or some other girl dragged him to go see it? Okay? Is your dad going to tell you the truth? Does your dad give a shit about fucking Ariel? Of course he doesn't, okay? All right, come on. I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? I'm actually going to watch this fucking shit for you, okay? And we're going to discuss it here, okay? We're going to talk about what works and what doesn't work. And like I said, I'm open to being surprised. I'm open to being pleasantly surprised. So maybe there really is some good shit here. I've watched some shit that I thought sucked and then it ended up being really good. I have. Okay, so I know that's a possibility. So I'm not going in here already. I'm not coming in here to commit murder. Okay, I'm coming in here to fucking to give it an honest to God review. To be unbiased as I can. Okay, this is a genre I don't typically like, but all the videos all the movies that I review are from a genre I don't fucking typically watch a lot of. Okay, all right, this is something different from me. Okay, now for those of you who know, okay, I'm not concerned with being monetized. I don't do this for money. Okay, that's why I don't sell t-shirts. That's why I don't ask you for fucking, for super chats or any of that shit, okay? I do this for fun, okay? What I actually started doing this for Sex and the City, okay? And the new episodes of Sex and the City are coming out soon, and I'm going to review the fuck out of that. If you look on this channel, I reviewed every fucking episode of Sex and the City that ever came out, and the movies. I've given you an in-depth review of every single one, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? And then now that the new fucking season of It Just Like Crap is over, I decided I'm going to go into your fucking chick flicks. I'm going into your chick flicks and tell you the truth about those, okay? And this is just another one, The Little Mermaid, okay? So that's what I do here. If you see my videos before, then you know what I'm about, okay? So I don't do this for money. I do this for fun, okay? This is fun for me, okay? This is fun. It's something different from what I'm used to, okay? I can review the fuck out of guy movies all fucking day long and be fine with that. In fact, I really want to review the new Spider-Man movie that just came out, okay? Because I got a lot to say about that one and the one that came out 4 years ago. Okay, yeah, but I can't, not yet. I'll do that's another video. Okay, that's the stuff I'm comfortable doing, but I'm gonna do this because it's fun. Okay, watching these chick flicks is fun. Okay, it's so different from what I'm used to. It's so different from my personality. Okay, I'm a fucking kickboxer. Okay, I was in the fucking Marines. Okay, I'm a veteran. Okay, I like action movies, okay? I like Mortal Kombat and superhero movies and martial arts movies, okay? And war movies, okay? I like shit like that, okay? That's the kind of stuff that I'm naturally inclined to go see. That's the kind of stuff I spend my money on when I want to go to the movies. Like, I'll spend my money on a fucking Fast X movie, okay? Even though I know it's bullshit, okay? Because it's fun. All right, but this is something I would never really spend my money on. But like I said, I'm going to review it because so many of you women love this movie. I get it. You love this fucking movie. You love The Little Mermaid more so than the other Disney movies. Okay, this is your generation. Those of you that are my age, those women out there watching this that are my age, this is your fucking generation. This is your fucking movie from your childhood. Okay, not mine, yours. Okay, mine was Transformers the movie, but but this is your fucking movie. So I'm going into your world here. Okay, yeah. Inject some fucking testosterone into this fucking estrogen party that's going on here. All right. Okay, so Little Mermaid 2023. Okay, now directed this movie is named Rob Marshall, and he should probably never direct movies again. He has directed some other shit. Okay, yeah, most of it's fucking gay shit. It is. Although I did see one of his movies, Chicago. I saw that movie. That's the one with Renee Zellweger and Catherine Zeta-Jones and Richard Gere, who I just reviewed in my last movie from Officer and Gentleman. Okay, I saw that movie, and I saw that movie in Chicago because I lived in Chicago when it came out. As a matter of fact, when that movie came out, I was actually working at the restaurant right around the corner from the Chicago theater where the movie takes place. So I was literally in Chicago when I watched Chicago. Okay, and the musical one, yeah, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I watched it because it's Chicago, because people were talking about it, but I didn't like it. I don't like movies where the bad guys get away at the end. I didn't like that at all. And yes, Renee Zellweger and Kevin Jones were the bad guys. Okay. And by the way, I looked up those girls in real life, and those girls in real life were fucking ugly. They did not look like Renee Zellweger and Kevin Jones. Okay. They were fucking ugly. Okay. Fugly. Absolutely. All right. So yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like these women. They killed that guy. She was cheating on her husband. The other one killed her husband too. Yeah, I understand you're pissed off. Your husband cheated on you, but the punishment needs to fit the crime. Okay, you don't kill people over that. Okay, how come it's okay to kill your husband for cheating on you, but it's not okay for the husband to kill the wife when she's cheating on him? You see what I mean? The double standard. Okay, and this shit's supposed to take place in the 1920s. Okay, so fuck that noise. All right, punishment needs to fit the crime. In this movie, they just got away with all the fucking shit that they were trying to do. They got away with it, and that bothered me a lot. That really bothered me a lot. Okay, and then John C. Reilly, he was the cuck, who paid for the lawyer. We're not reviewing that movie, okay? But I didn't like it. I thought the musical numbers were good and all that kind of stuff. The song and dance, I did not like that movie. I did not. All right. But he directed that. Yeah, Rob Marshall directed that. He also directed Memoirs of a Geisha. I also saw that movie too because my fucking girlfriend at the time wanted me to watch it, about the geisha with the paint on her face and she's been abused by every fucking man in the world. Yeah, it's the same shit every fucking chick flick. But yeah, Memoirs of a Geisha, that was 2005. I saw that too. Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tides. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but the pirate movies just don't do it for me. I think I probably saw the first Pirates of the Caribbean. I know Johnny Depp stole all those movies. I know he was fucking incredible. I get he's Jock Spad. Yeah, the pre-Amber Heard Johnny Depp. Yeah, but anyway, he directed that one, Stranger Tides. I have not seen that one yet. Okay, but I probably will if you want me to. All right, then Mary Poppins Returns. Okay, that was in 2018. Mary Poppins Returns. He directed that fucking movie too, which I actually thought it was okay. Because I was a big fan of the original Mary Poppins. I saw that when I was a little kid. They always, back then, before there was streaming, and shit, they used to re-release the old movies into theater, like every holiday season. And I think my parents or my aunt and uncle took me to go see Mary Poppins when I was a little kid. Even though that movie came out way before I was born. And I liked it. I liked it back then. And of course, they played it on TV all the fucking time, so I watched it on there too, The sequel was okay, but it was not nearly as good as the original one. And I don't understand how, if it only takes place like 20 years after the original one, or 25 years after the original one, where did all these fucking Indian and black people show up from? Because they were not in the original one. And it's also supposed to be like 20 years later. And shit like that. It just takes me out of the movie. All right. But I thought it was okay. And I also remember it very well because I was going through a family crisis at that time. And I showed that movie to my little boy who, when that movie came out, he would have been 3. Yeah, he would have been. No, he was still 2. He was still 2 when I showed him that movie. And yeah, so I watched it because I had a little boy. But anyway, still do, but he's not 2 anymore. All right, anyway, moving right along. Okay, now this movie is based, Little Mermaid is based on an 1837 fairy tale written by Hans Christian Andersen. Okay, where the fairy tale, The Little Mermaid, takes place in fucking Denmark. Okay, yeah, not a lot of fucking Asians and Latinos, in Denmark. Okay, but apparently in this movie there is, you know. So where the fuck are we living here? Yeah, it's Denmark. You ever been to fucking Denmark? Okay, it's nothing but white people there. Because it's fucking cold. Anyway, okay, moving right along. Yeah, so yeah. Hans Christian Andersen's famous fairy tale from 1837. All right. Um, so what else here? He also now Hans Christian Andersen also wrote some other fairy tales. You probably heard of them. Some of them they made cartoon movies out of, all for girls. Okay, like The Emperor's New Clothes, The Snow Queen, which obviously is Frozen. Okay, that's another Hans Christian Andersen fucking fairy tale, Frozen. It's called The Snow Queen. The Ugly Duckling, yeah, I kind of remember that one when I was a kid. And of course, Thumbelina. I'm sure some of you out there watch Thumbelina. I've never fucking seen that fucking movie. I have no intention of seeing that movie. But I do know there's a cartoon movie that exists called Thumbelina. That's all I fucking know. I don't know what the fuck it's about. All right, now, Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry. Halle Bailey plays Ariel, okay? Where the fuck is she from? I don't fucking know. I have no idea. She's probably from some fucking Disney Channel show or some Nickelodeon show or some shit like that. That's where they get all these fucking actors and singers from. Okay, from the fucking Disney Channel shows and shit like that. That's where they all come from. The Mickey Mouse Club. That's where everybody came from. Fucking the Justin Timberlakes, the Britney Spears, the Christina Aguileras. Okay, the Haley Steinfelds. Okay, they all fucking come from goddamn Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. Okay, that's where they all fucking came from. Same fucking place, okay? And she comes from there too, Halle Bailey. All right, Jonah Javier King plays Eric, okay? How is it? Jonah Howard King plays Eric, okay? Prince Eric. And yeah, nobody gives a shit about him. He's just there to be there, okay? He's basically a dildo with a voice, okay? He does nothing else in the fucking movie. All right. Okay, what else here? No one gives a shit about him anyway, so why the fuck did I even bring him up, all right? The only reason he's doing this movie is because Harry Styles turned it down. And you know why Harry Styles turned it down? Because he would have worn a better dress than Ariel if this was his movie. That's why. Okay, moving right along. Melissa McCarthy, of course, plays Ursula. Now, for those of you who don't know, although you probably do know, if you're watching this review, you've seen the movie already. Okay, you know goddamn well that Ursula was based on a drag queen named Divine. Okay, now I remember Divine because I saw a movie a long time ago called Pink Flamingos, directed by John Waters. And I'm not going to review that movie right now. I'm not even going to give you a breakdown of that movie right now, but I will tell you this, okay, if you want to know what kind of movie it is. The movie, like I said, directed by John Waters. Divine, in the very first 5 minutes of the movie, Divine, who's a big, overweight drag queen. They were called drag queens back then. They weren't called transgenders back then. It was a drag queen. Walks into a fucking convenience store and goes to the back of the store and takes a shit in the middle of the floor, right there. That's the first 5 minutes of the movie, and that should tell you something about the quality of this movie. All right, and I will never see that fucking movie again. Pink Flamingos, yeah. But anyway, that big overweight drag queen Divine, that's what they based Ursula on. Okay, so Melissa McCarthy plays Ursula in this movie. Okay, King Triton is played by Javier Bardem. Now I watched the trailer for this fucking movie, and I saw that there's all these other different mermaids that are there. Apparently, they're all his daughters. And they're all like fucking 20 years old. They all look like they're 20. There's not one middle-aged one there. Okay? In fact, there's no middle-aged mermaids at all. There's no old mermaids at all. The only one who looks like he's in his 50s would be King Triton. And all these mermaids are different races. You got a dark-skinned black girl, a light-skinned black girl, Ariel. You got an Asian one. You've got a white one. You've got an Indian one. You've got you got a Latina one. Who the fuck's the mom? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck is the mom? But anyway, yeah, so they're all like the same age. How the fuck does this happen? I thought he was supposed to be married to Ariel's mom. So was the mom lets him fuck other women of different races? Or fuck it, just lets her fuck other women. Why? What kind of queen is that? Javier Bardem is obviously Latino. He speaks with a Latino accent. How is this possible? Well, I know how it's possible. But how is this allowed? Like I thought this was for little girls. Is that the message you're trying to send? That ladies, if you're married to the king, it's okay for him to fuck other women and impregnate them and because they're all princesses now. I guess he doesn't have any boys. His sperm doesn't create men. I don't fucking know. Anyway, So yeah, so they're all there. They're all like look the same age as fucking Ariel. All right, but anyway, Javier Bardem plays King Triton. Okay, who is I guess the king of fucking who gives a shit. All right, he's just there to be the king, and of course he's got a big beard of white hair. Now it's kind of grayish in the movie, but in the cartoon it's white. Okay, like in the movie, Javier Bardem is like in his late 50s. Okay, and he looks that way in this movie too because he's not coloring his hair in this movie like he does in all his other roles. Okay, but in the cartoon, King Triton has a full shaggy hair, white beard. Okay, so he looks like he's in the fucking 60s. Okay, why is it? And then all these goddamn Disney princess movies, the dad of the girl of the princess always looks like he's fucking 60 or 70 years old. How the fuck is that possible? But yet the girl always looks like she's fucking 18. So you tell me he got a girl pregnant when he was fucking 52? What kind of a woman, what kind of a young, because you got to be young and healthy to give birth to a little girl, to give birth to a baby. You got to be like in your 20s or 30s. After that, it's very difficult to have a kid when you're in your fucking mid to late 30s or 40s. Okay, women, you know this, all right? So I'm guessing if she was of healthy age to give birth to a kid, what kind of a 20-something-year-old is fucking a 50-something-year-old? Because when that girl turns 18, he looks like he's fucking 75. And that's every fucking Disney movie. That's not just this one. Look at all the fucking Disney movies where the dad is there. Okay, like was Beauty and the Beast. Okay, or that bitch. Her dad looks like he's fucking 55, and that's when she was born. By the time she's 18, he looks like he's fucking 75. What the fuck? You know, look at Tarzan. Remember that Tarzan from the 90s? Remember Jane's dad looked like he was fucking 65 years old, and Jane's supposed to be like 20. You know? Or actually 70 years old, and Jane's supposed to be like 18. What the fuck? You know, why do they always make the dads look super fucking old? Like, what the fuck is up with that? Man, Jesus Christ, man. And they're doing it again here. Okay, moving right along. Okay, Noma Donozweni plays Queen Selena, and I guess that's Eric's mom. This woman is black. Now, my understanding is that this fairy tale takes place in Denmark. Was there even a queen in the cartoon version? I'll find out when I watch it. But something about that just doesn't ring right to me, okay? If you want to make a movie about in Denmark, then you really need to make it look like Denmark looked like in 1837, okay? This movie doesn't seem to me like it's doing that. It's basically showing you what downtown LA looks like, only in 1837, and in some island somewhere that's not America. All right. Yeah, okay, moving right along. Okay, Art Malik plays Sir Grimsby. I just remember he's the old fussy-duddy guy that's always nagging at fucking Prince Eric. You know, y'all know who he is, all right? Apparently in this movie he's going to be played by an Indian actor instead of a British guy. All right. Jacob Tremblay plays Flounder. I guess that's a kid voice. Flounder's the fish that is friends with Ariel. I actually looked him up, and there actually is no fucking fish in real life that looks like fucking Flounder, okay? He's a made-up fish, okay? There's no fish in real life that is like what Flounder is, all right? Okay, Awkwafina, you remember her from fucking Shang-Chi. You know, she played Shang-Chi's fucking best friend, you know, or whatever, or gay best friend, because she acted like a lesbian, even though she might not be. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, she talks like she's a gangster rapper, even though she's Asian. And she does that because she actually is a gangster rapper in real life who's trying to be an actress now. You know, I guess, you know, once you're over 25, nobody really wants to fucking listen to your goddamn rap songs anymore. So you better do something else, you know. You can't really relate to the young kids anymore. And so she's trying to be an actress here, okay? And so they're casting her in every movie that has a young Asian woman in there who's cool and hip. They put Awkwafina in there, all right? And this movie's no different. Okay, so Awkwafina's in here playing Scuttle. Now, my understanding was Scuttle is some sort of a bird, seagull, okay? But in this movie, she's a dive bird. And also in the cartoon movie, the seagull was played by a man. He was actually a male character, a male seagull, Buddy Hackett. Okay, now Buddy Hackett, you got to be my age to know who the fuck Buddy Hackett is. Okay, he was one of those stand-up comedians and guys. You know, he showed up in a lot of shit. He was in the Love Bug movie from the '60s. He did a movie with Harvey Korman from the Carol Burnett Show. They played Abbott and Costello. It's a made-for-TV movie. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. He played Lou Costello in that. He had a small role as Scrooge in the Scrooge movie with Bill Murray from 1988. Okay, he had a small role in that. But I remember him when I was a little kid. Okay, I recently just saw a movie called It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World, which came out in the 60s, and he was in that movie too. He was like best friends with Mickey Rooney's character. Okay, it was like one of those chase movies where they're all trying to all these different characters are trying to get the money at the end. You know, yeah. So Buddy Hackett's been around. I've seen him growing up in a lot of shit, and apparently he played the character of Scuttle in the cartoon version, 1989 version. But now we got Awkwafina playing it, a seabird this time, not a seagull, but a seabird, a dive bird. Okay, in this one. Okay, Awkwafina. All right, I'm pretty sure she's got a great voice too. Yeah, we'll see. All right, it's a diving bird instead of a seagull, a male seagull. All right, so that's the 2023 movie. Now, the original movie, 1989, was directed by John Musker and Ron Clements. Now, there's a big difference here from the credits I just gave you there and the credits I'm gonna give you now. All right, this guy, John Musker and Ron Clements, they were a team. Okay, they directed the movies together. Okay, they did Moana. Okay. So why the fuck they did Moana, which came out several years ago? Okay, Moana. Okay, my son loves that movie, Moana. Okay, it's got some catchy songs in there. I like Dwayne Johnson as fucking as Maui in that movie. You know, I thought the movie was pretty good. It was okay. You know, not my taste, but I sat through it because my son liked it, and I thought it was all right. Okay, he directed that. And apparently, that's a really good movie. A lot of people like that movie. Okay, Moana is like the Little Mermaid of today's generation. Okay, and a lot of people like that movie. Okay, I thought, like I said, I thought it was okay. And they directed that. So why the fuck, if they directed a movie that good, why the fuck would you just ask them to redirect a live action version of their movie from 1989? Just get the same guy. They're still working for you, Disney. Just get them to direct it again. Ain't the fucking first time it's happened? Fucking Tobe Hooper directed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 1973, and then he directed the remake as well in 2002. So what the fuck? It's happened before. You know, the same director directed his own fucking remake of his own fucking movie. It's happened before. I'm just saying, okay? If they did something like Moana, they can still do. They're not dead. They can still do it. But no, we got Rob Marshall instead. We got fucking we got fucking Memoirs of a Geisha guy instead. All right. Anyway, so John Musker and Ron Clements, okay, they did Moana. They also did The Great Mouse Detective, which unfortunately I never did see. That was back in Disney's dark ages in the 80s when nobody was watching their shit. They did Aladdin. Yes, they did the fucking cartoon Aladdin movie. And you did not get them to fuck. These guys are incredible. What the fuck are we getting Rob Marshall for? All right, anyway. Okay, now, those of you already know this, Jodie Benson played Ariel in the original cartoon version, 1989, okay, and the character of Ariel was based on Alyssa Milano, who was on Who's the Boss at the time. I used to watch Who's the Boss. I had the biggest crush on Alyssa Milano. Her and I are like the same age. I think she might be like a year older than me. But yeah, we're like the same age. I had a big crush on her. I grew up watching Who's the Boss. I loved Alyssa Milano. I fucking can't stand her now. I think she's a piece of shit. Okay, but back then, back in the day, 1989, yeah, I had the hots for her. And they used her as the model for Ariel, okay? Which obviously they did not this time. Okay, so yeah, Jodie Benson played Ariel in the original one. She also sang, too. That was her singing voice, okay? And she's popped up in cameos and shit and other stuff, okay? She also played the voice. A lot of people don't realize this, but Jodie Benson also played the voice of Vanessa, which was the pretty version of Ursula. Remember when Ursula made herself look like a pretty girl, okay, to steal Prince Eric? Well, yeah, Jodie Benson did the voice of that girl too. Ursula's evil, beautiful version of Ursula, okay? Okay, Christopher Daniel Barnes played Prince Eric in the original cartoon. Okay, I did not know who the fuck that guy was until I looked him up, and now I know who he is. He was Spider-Man in the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon, which I used to watch that show. Yeah, I was a little older by then, but I watched everyone. I didn't watch it fucking religiously like I did the old Spider-Man cartoons when I was a kid. I was too old for that. But I remember it was on Saturdays, and I watched a couple of episodes. You know, I thought, it was there to sell toys and shit, But yeah, Christopher Daniel Barnes played Spider-Man, he's Peter Parker Spider-Man, in the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon show, which was on Fox. Okay, and he also played Greg Brady in those Brady Bunch movies from the 90s. Okay, remember those? Okay, when they brought back the Brady Bunch, had the actor Shelley Long Young played the mom. Okay, but Carol Brady and stuff like that. Yeah, he was in that too. He played Greg Brady in that. I remember him from that too. Okay, Pat Carroll played Ursula. I do not know who she is, but apparently she did a lot of TV like in the 50s and 60s on Danny Thomas show. She did some episodes of ER, stuff like that. She's a TV actress. Okay, Kenneth Mars played King Triton. Okay, Kenneth Mars I remember him from Young Frankenstein. He played that fucking Inspector Hans William Frederick Kemp. He was the guy that had like the wooden hand that he has to manipulate all the time. In Young Frankenstein, it's a cult classic by Mel Brooks, with Gene Wilder and Peter Boyle, okay, and what's her name? Terry Garr, okay, and Cloris Leachman and Marty Feldman, okay. It's basically the Jewish Frankenstein movie, okay, is what it is, okay. It's all Jewish cast, okay, black and white, fucking Frankenstein, okay. Gene Wilder plays Frankenstein. Hilarious movie. Anyway, he was in that movie. He played, like I said, Inspector Hans Kemp. Okay, he had like the eye patch or some shit. He had the wooden hand that he kept having to manipulate all the time. It was funny. Anyway, it was Mel Brooks did it. Okay, Samuel E. Wright played Sebastian. I don't know who the fuck that is. Jason Marin played Flounder. I guess the fish who talks like a boy. Like I said, Buddy Hackett, I already mentioned him. He played the original Scuttle. And no, he did not sing some. No, he didn't do any of that shit. Buddy Hackett is much too good of an actor to do some bullshit like that. Okay, and Ben Wright plays Sir Grimsby. Now, Ben Wright was a character from The Sound of Music from the 60s. Another movie I've never seen. Hey, if you want me to review it, I will. I mean, fucking Germans in Christmas, I don't give a shit. Sound of Music, I don't give a shit. I respect the cast members. I know Angela Cartwright was in there. Okay, I know she was Penny from fucking Lost in Space. I know who Christopher Plummer is. Obviously, Mary Poppins was in there too. Okay, but a lot of you don't realize that Nicholas Hammond was also one of the Von Trapp children. Okay, and he was the first. He was the first live action Spider-Man on the Spider-Man TV show from the 70s. Yeah, well, he was the first speaking Spider-Man. The first live action Spider-Man was Danny Keegan from the Electric Company, but he never spoke. Nicholas Hammond was the first one where Spider-Man ever spoke in live action. Okay, that TV show. But yeah, you didn't know that, did you? But I knew it. Yeah, but no, I have not seen The Sound of Music. I tried watching the first half of it. I got bored. I turned that shit off. But apparently that's where Ben Wright is from. Sir Grimsby. He's from the fucking Sound of Music. All right. So yeah, so that's the prelude for fucking Little Mermaid. The next time I do my video, we're going to start talking about the movie and going into it, okay? So I thank you for watching this long, and I'm just going to...
Remember my song in the swamp when I was like, wham, chicka, wham, wham, chicka, wham. I remember. Well, ever since, the what's his name, the guy with
yeah. We're not going to do too much more of that. All right, so I thank you very much for watching this long, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.